you by Kirkland's praline pecans, because that's the snack that I'm eating while DMing.
Oh,
Kirkland praline pecans.
well,
Eat
in
'em.
that case, this stream is also brought to you by Cup Noodle Seafood, the #1 seafood instant noodles in Japan. How do I know? I read that right off of the cup.
Good for them.
Take it away, Daniel. He's got a
Sorry, I'm
mouthful
eating
of
pecans.
pecans.
Um, so when we last left our heroes, um, there was a discovery made by Tag Team. We're not gonna get into how he discovered it at the moment. Um, Discovery that the heist that they stopped from the last session. Did we stream the last session?
Yes.
We did not because we lacked the rocket.
Oh, that's right. You didn't. Oh, shoot.
Oh, so
Sorry.
then I
If
guess
only
I
we
do
had,
have to explain it.
if only we had someone here who's impeccable at writing down what the fuck goes on during these sessions and posting
Yeah,
them
it's
to
a
a
lot
channel.
of notes though.
I mean,
That's okay. I'm gonna recap it real quick.
I was gonna
So
fall into it.
the Mountain Rangers, a gang of like rock manipulating villains, broke into a company called Atlas Corp, to try and steal some state of the art medical technology that, as it turned out, was a memory scanner and could scan somebody's memories and replicate them into like a video file. Um, and from using it on one of the bad guys, Tag Team found that they were hired by the Fish Mafia.
Blah blah blah.
We say using it on them. I was in a fight with one of them and couldn't figure out how to beat him, so I tricked him into shoving his head into it and then cranked it up to max and lobotomized him.
Yeah, he might not get back up.
Yeah.
But did he die?
His heart is still beating.
There we go.
I think you've made an enemy for life in the rest of the Mountain Rangers.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, yeah, an enemy for life in a coma. I'm real fucking scared.
Yeah, but those.
Okay.
Those you.
No, I know. Anyway.
All right. So that's what happened last session. This session, I kind of assumed you guys would want to follow up on that.
Yeah.
That
That seems like the responsible thing to do is
I
figure
agree.
out
Yes.
why the Fish Mafia was hiring them.
that being said, the Fish Mafia, um, they kind of outed themselves. Tag Team remembered seeing this guy before, the guy talking in like the memory, as the owner of a seafood restaurant called Pesci's.
Not Pesci.
Just Italian for fish.
Daniel! Name him Joe, so his name is Joe Pesci, and my life is yours!
His name isn't even Pesci. Just means fish.
Like
No, but
Pesci.
The place is called Fishes.
No, but then his business card would read Joe Pesci's.
No, he's got a different name.
Dang. What kind of name?
It is. Let me pull up my. Because he did give you, Tag Team specifically. He gave a business card and like offered like a free lobster dinner for saving the people in his restaurant. Might I add, he saved them from the fish mafia, so you could tell now that that was absolutely an inside job. Uh,
Mr.
His name is Marino Riccio.
Marino. Riccio. Like Marina?
Yeah.
Huh. We maybe could have seen this coming. Alright, well. What are we thinking? Just go in there and start asking him questions?
I suppose. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, at the moment, the only thing with that is we do at least have somewhat of a card to play in that he doesn't know we know. And look, the technology that we got this information from is top of the top secret. So there's no way that he knows we have the information he was involved. So as long as we're in somewhat of his good graces, maybe we can play this a bit more stealthy, just play it as if we're following up on a different lead involving the fish mafia or something along those lines. Make him think that we're on his side and then try to get information that way. If we just go in there and start making accusations, he's gonna clam up on us. And then Tag Team just sort of stands there quietly proud of himself for making that pun. And if no one comments on it, he's gonna be quietly disappointed.
That being said, though, you do have a reason to be there. He offered you a free lobster dinner.
No, that's what I mean. Of like, we go there for that, and then while we're there, strike up a conversation of like, hey, by the way, we heard about this other thing, blah blah. Like, play it casually.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
One thing that I should say from the memory that you saw of him, he looks exactly like Marlon Brando from The Godfather.
Yeah,
like
we really
1-to-1.
We really should have seen that one coming.
Yeah. Oh, sounds like a plan to me. Been a while since I had good seafood.
Wait, Daniel, you know what? I'm gonna DM you something because in case you're going here with this, I don't want to ruin it for you, but I want it on record that I predicted it.
Also, Luke and Kayla, y'all should enter the fantasy grounds.
Oh, I was trying
No,
to...
but that's really funny, Luke.
Is he called that now?
No, he's he already has a theme.
Okay,
and,
then
like,
I'm going to
stuff that he's
say it
got-
out loud. I asked, is he called the Codfather?
You come
Oh.
to me. You come to me on the day that my fish daughter is to be married to a
My
fish
fish
husband.
He's a human too. He's not even a fish.
Well, his daughter's a fish.
It's sort of like a Mr. Krabs and Pearl situation.
Just real like reverse mermaid is what I'm picturing.
Wait, Daniel. Once again, check
Beautiful.
your DMs.
This beautiful wedding dress and then just fish head sticking out.
Ah.
No, that is also not the case, Luke.
Okay, I was asking, is he an octopus shapeshifted into a human being?
I mean,
was
you'll find out what
expecting-
he is.
No. Well, that's why I'm like, if that's
Like,
if that's
he's definitely
not
a
it,
fish
awesome.
person.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I was fully expecting like we get there, he's standing behind a desk. He steps out from behind the desk, full octopus legs.
Anyway, other just like funny character thing, as long as all the characters are in place. I don't think Impact or Red Rocket would notice this, but I think it's screaming at Soleil. That I don't know what the also for Red Rocket, what do you wear for like civilian clothing, or are you just always wearing your Red Rocket suit?
I'm always wearing a uniform of some kind. So if I'm not fighting crime, I'm in a what would be considered BDUs in the Soviet Air Force, just plain greens with the red epaulets and all that.
Okay. I was gonna say Tag Team is like a 37, 35-year-old man. He's wearing clothing that would have been normal fashion in like the late 70s, early 80s.
What?
Oh, rad.
Like he's like I think Soleil, this is the first time she's seen him not actively doing superhero shit, but his fit at the moment is he's got a pair of white like white and blue new or he's got dress shoes or penny loafers, some real just heavily starched khakis, and then a button-up shirt and tie, but instead of a suit jacket over it, it's a white nylon windbreaker. Uh that everything's it's from the 70s and 80s, so everything's weirdly tight around the waist, super baggy everywhere else. And I think as someone who knows about uh fashion stuff, I think that's kind of screaming at Soleil of what did okay, the other two are ancient, so I understand they're just fucked fashion sense. What is that one doing?
What is Unk wearing?
What is Unk doing right now?
What's Unc wearing?
So I think she just kind of pause, looking at you, and just like ask, "Hey, quick question.
Oh,
Is your outfit comfortable?"
am I comfortable?
Yes, your outfit. Comfy?
It's a shrug of comfortable enough, I suppose. I probably need to get these shoes resold at some point. But it's comfortable. Why
Okay.
do you ask?
I was just trying to figure out why you were wearing it. That's all.
They're These are my clothes.
Mm, mm-hmm. I don't suppose just like that along with like cloning yourself, you also time travel.
No, but time.
Okay. Okay.
Why would I be time travel?
Because your clothes look like they're from a long time ago. Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
I
We
mean,
can just keep moving on. Um,
just tag team just looks just weirdly what? What? uh,
You'll realize now he will be thinking about that the rest of the day.
is this not what people
that's fine.
wear?
If he thinks about
Nah,
it, maybe he'll change it.
I've seen some hip cats wearing those clothes. I think you're fine.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find a representation of what his fit. Oh, this is the fit. This
Hear that, tag team? You're a hip cat.
thank God.
You're
I thought I was a jive turkey. Uh I looked up ill-fitting 1980s windbreaker.
I
Oh,
like to think that's also what your haircut looks like.
It's a little bit less feathered and voluminous, but that's honestly not a bad representation of what Ian looks like.
I, without context, I assume does Ian just wear the clothes that he was given as a child, and he was given the worst clothes possible?
He just has really bad fashion sense because he doesn't get out much. So he just has really bad kind of outdated fashion sense, so he just wears whatever he was taught to think of as being semi-casual, semi-professional workwear.
The leg really is
Um
like, doing all the heavy lifting for fashion.
for real. So that's why I'm just he's just looking down like this is, and it's yeah, it's it's just this is what people wear. Not for 40 years. What? Huh?
Two homeless scientists, two old men, and the most anti and the most horribly socialized dude ever.
What? We
one
wait in
person
line
has
for
to-
15 hours just for underwear.
Hey, I don't think you were on bread lines in 1969 yet, were you?
No, that was more the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's also I'm not the 70s like 80s like cool technical. It's more early 80s than late 70s, but it's where like everything is just weirdly brown.
Ha!
Mm.
Well, just to give you some idea of what I used to wear when I was in middle school, there. Now, I was going to try to dunk on members only. I can't really because there's still a very,
That
very
well,
valid
that
concern.
jacket is. Well, oh, hang on, wait. What do you
That's
mean?
a nice
What do
looking
you mean a
jacket.
concern? Because I was gonna say that jacket is still in style. I
Yeah,
saw that exact jacket on sale like yesterday.
yeah, it still is after 40 years. Who'd have thunk?
Hmm.
I'll tell you what I can't get behind, and I really wish that I could. Right? Is varsity style jackets as like everyday fashion wear. But every time I see someone wearing a jacket that's printed like a varsity jacket, I'm like, you fucking douchebag. But yeah,
No.
what do you mean a valid concern though? What did members only do?
No, there's still a going concern. They're still making jackets and they're
Okay, when
fashionable
you say
even to this
I need to
day.
make you understand. I need to make you understand when you say growing concern, that's how people talk about climate change or the war in the Middle East, not like oh they're an existing brand.
Yeah, they're
It's
an
like
exist. That's all
yeah,
I meant. They're an existing
okay,
brand
no,
that's
I thought you meant like
Yeah,
yeah, in
that's
the early 2000s everyone was talking about climate change and well, it's still a growing concern. So
Yeah,
oh
it
no.
really, yeah, growing concern. I have not heard that used to
it
mean
I
it did
actually
for me.
said
concern
I
is the
act
key
in
word.
my defense. I actually said going concern. It's still
Well, okay,
going.
in but concern like I don't
Concern
know.
is the key word there that
Yeah,
made us
in
assume that
it's
this
the
was a
same
bad
vibe.
thing.
If the same vibe is sending your kids like, please call me when you get the chance. Dot dot dot, and it's just to let them know like, oh
God,
no,
my
I
dad
just
does
haven't heard,
that all the time.
I just haven't heard from you in a bit. Oh, my mom will do that, and then I'll call her immediately, and she'll get angry at me of like, hey, now's not really a good time. Like, what you said when I needed, you put this on me.
Like he will always. I especially hate it because he will oftentimes do that when I like ask him a question. Be like, "Hey, do you want me to like grab something on my way home?" And he'll be like, "No." Dot dot dot.
Well, I've done that where
He's
just as long as we're
it
bitching,
sounds so
as long as
like
we're bitching about our parents, my mom, this isn't even ominous. It's just I text her a question. She does not respond. I call her. She responds with the automatic, like, please text me thing. I text her the question again. No response. I call her again. She gets angry at me for calling and, like, huffily answers the question. 30 minutes later, she texts me with the answer to the question. We've passed that point. You know this.
Yeah, as long as we're complaining about our
anyways, we're
parents here,
deciding our
my
bets.
dad, kind of a silly guy.
I know he's such a jerk.
Kind of like a goof.
Kind of, I don't know, a real silly goose, real goober, you know.
Guilty.
Yeah, like the silliest goose.
Yeah,
Totally
Yeah, there
guilty
I
as
go breaking
charged.
one of the commandments again.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
disrespecting my
Oh
parents.
my god. Holy shit. I just looked up. I just looked
Yeah.
up 1960s Soviet men's fashion for what were men wearing, and this is from the website Russia and Beyond, which catalogs like cultural things from Soviet Russia because like there's not a lot of other sources for that out, that it didn't escape. This is what men were wearing. Me and Red Rocket are rocking essentially the same fit.
Far out. We show that to the viewers here.
Hell
Check
yeah.
that out.
Show them and then the picture that I sent.
Like that's
Actually,
the same.
I stand corrected. Me and Red Rocket are wearing the same fit, but Red Rocket has more color.
Yeah. It's truly a matter of who wore it best, and the answer is Red Rocket.
Oh,
Yeah,
bless you.
Yeah,
there's a
I just
reason why Soleil didn't ask Red Rocket about his outfit. Like,
Yeah.
that makes sense. He's from a long time ago.
it's one of
Specimen.
those. It's weird because I'm like 35, but I dress like I'm 52, and it's like, what is happening here?
If we're deciding our fits for this mission that is going to dinner, old
Oh,
man
are
clothes.
these? Oh, are these? Oh, I was gonna say, are these the fits for like what we're wearing to the dinner? Because I'll wear something a little fancier. If
It's a
fun.
nice restaurant.
Then in
An
that
extra
case,
fin, I'll pick some. All right.
and I'm gonna use the picture from the same catalog that I found that other picture from, because I assume they were sold in the same line, and it only makes sense to to wear the matching fit.
What's Soleil's fit looking like for this fancy dinner?
Looking something up. I feel like I needed a picture, so I'm looking for it now.
Val.
Man, I looked up old man clothes. Why are so many of these like fashion? And it's like, no, I just want like an old man. You know what? This guy's got it. Hold on. Yeah, this is some real. There we go.
What are you sending? What cursed?
Oh,
Oh my god!
boy.
Have you
This
heard
guy's got a perfect
those like
fit.
80-year-old men from the UK who just fucking rap like there's no tomorrow?
Yes, I love that. He does look like one of those guys.
Uh,
Raising a glass to the gays and the boys and the trans and the girls and the boys and the big bold
the
men.
boat man. Yes. Oh,
Love
there's
those
some
songs.
like I can't remember what the song was that they did, but he had a verse that was like it was just fucking unhinged. Where it was basically like he went out to a club and he met a hot girl and took her back to his house, and then found out that she was trans, and then it's like a how in a normal rap song that would be like, and then I got pissed because she had a dick, and then it's like, nah, man, that just means I'm getting free blowjobs. Fucking win. Uh, but then spins
Okay.
it, but then spins it into like also jerked her off though. If you've not
Oh.
heard Pete, if you've not heard the show Pete and Bass on YouTube, like fucking look it up. It's a great time.
I
I
do
also
remember.
can't.
Yeah, I do remember that one line of theirs that was like, "Bought a transgender man 2 pints.
That's it.
Hope
That's
I get
it.
lucky it fits him tonight." Yeah.
That's the verse I'm talking about. Bought the transgender man 2 pints. Hope I get lucky and fist him tonight.
I forget how it goes after that, but God, those old
It's
men,
in this.
you gotta love
But
them.
yeah, but also, it's something along the lines of this fit that I'm wearing. Can't see the suit underneath, but rest assured, it does not fit very well. It doesn't fit very well, and the trench coat is just like it's fine. I think Soleil knows enough about fashion to know that like it's objectively like it's good fabric. Like it's not like he bought cheap clothing. It's just none of it fits. Like it's just weirdly like either big or small in weird areas that don't make sense for how a human being that objectively has good proportions should be dressing.
It's like it's like you're 16 and are just wearing hand-me-downs, but you're a full-grown man.
Exactly.
Or like you shop at Goodwill.
Honestly, I think her
Yeah.
guess might just. I think her assumption would be, oh, all of
He
his
thrifted
clothing,
it.
all of his clothing is like from the 80s and the 70s. He probably thrifted it.
Yeah.
But you know that I'm rich. Like I have a lot of.
I did assume you thrifted it. That is what came to mind.
But also like, it's been discussed that I'm independently wealthy, so like I didn't need to do that if I did it. So what's the deal?
Who knows?
Who
I just have.
knows?
It's just another thing of like, what's your deal, man? I just
What is
I
your
wanted I wanted to point that out because I know that me and Soleil talked about like just her having a lot of opinions on the various fucked fashion sense of this team, noting that it's mostly old men, sociopaths, and like it was mostly 85-year-old geriatrics and then homeless people.
Yeah.
Like we make the Great Lakes Avengers look like the Justice League.
No one ever said that we were aesthetically impressive, just mechanically impressive.
The world needs heroes, and fuck it, you're the best it's got.
Yo, if this were a comic book, I would actually love that to be the tagline of like, the world needs heroes and fuck it.
I thought what the world
World
needs
needs
now
heroes
is love,
and-
sweet love. Oh no, that's a little bit before your time.
The world needs heroes, and they qualify.
Just.
Who was it?
The world needs heroes, and no one else was available.
The world needs heroes, and the world needs heroes at a reasonable rate.
It reminds me of so James Gunn was doing an interview where he was talking about Guy Gardner in the Superman movie, and they asked him where does Guy Gardner rank among like the other heroes in DC, and James Gunn's answer was it was Nathan Fillion's answer was if you have a problem that is so big that you need someone who wields the power of the most powerful weapon in the known universe, you need to call a Green Lantern. And then they tell you you're getting Guy Gardner, and you go, fuck! Is there anyone else available?
I will.
All right, well, if that's it, he'll do, I guess. Send him over.
I will take the bacteria if I have to, or the equation.
What?
Are you not aware of this? There's a bacteria Green Lantern.
Oh, no, or the equation?
Yeah, and an equation.
I have to look this up. This is so weird. I love it. I thought you were gonna be like... Wait,
Yeah, no, these are real Green Lanterns.
we
They
will
weren't
talk
wacky.
about this later, but it's also like, yo, we need an X-Men. Who do we have available? Like, okay, it's like, could we send? It's like we're sending one of the X-Men. It's like, oh man, it's like, can we send like Wolverine? It's like, no, Wolverine's not available. He's dead right now. Okay, can we send?
Oh.
Can we send Cyclops? Cyclops
Some of
ain't
them
here
is
either.
his girlfriend.
Cyclops on the moon with his girlfriend, of course. It's like, oh, what about like Jean Grey? Also dead. She killed Wolverine. Fuck up. Beast, Rogue, Gambit, Magneto.
No, none of them are available. I'm sorry, none of them are available.
Who am I getting?
We have Glob Herman.
Nope. We're sending the best of the best.
Magneto's on a book tour. He can't make it.
If you look at general chat,
Oh God, I forgot about that guy.
we're sending Dupe.
See, Dupe has like weird. There's also the option of what's his name? The guy who's just he has all the abilities of a bird except for flight.
Yeah.
Man's got a cloaca?
So he has hollow bones and
He's a horrifying Birdman. Yeah, I unironically love the parts of the X-Men where they're just like Storm and Rogue and Jean Grey who are just super hot and amazing and have godlike powers, and it's just like, oh, you don't need to get rid of your mutations. They make you who you are, and they're beautiful and special gifts from the gods. And then it's just Glob Herman and fucking Birdman and Mr. Like, I can explode, but only once, being like, we'd kind of like if you kept the receipt for those gifts.
But we arrive at the restaurant.
Yeah.
We did call ahead, by the way. I'm not just showing up with a coupon.
Did you see my cute outfit?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yes.
did.
I
very
did see
cute
very cute
outfit.
outfit. It is a very styling fit. I enjoy the fact that all of the accessories are the exact same shade of pink to match.
Mm-hmm.
Those are cool earrings too. I like the gemstone on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that even the lenses on the sunglasses are tinted pink. No, the fact that the perfume, which presumably is back at her house, is pink.
Mm-hmm.
It's just important to her that anyone who might be inquiring knows that I am this locked the fuck in on my fashion 24/7, 365.
We'd love
Or
to
if
see it.
anybody else knows, yes, 100%.
Hell yeah.
All
We
right, so you
roll
get
up
to Pesci's.
to Pesci's. Do you set it under your superhero name or?
What?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I was asking. Do you call ahead under your superhero name or
I guess
like?
he only knows me as tag team, so I would call ahead as like, yeah, I guess I would call ahead and like ask to speak to the owner proprietor of like, this is the guy from the other day. I'd like to call in that thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
are we walking in superhero persona? Or are
that
we
was
like
that was exactly my
bodyguards?
question. So like
Yeah.
that's not a problem for me in Red Rocket, but you two, I was wondering.
My secret identity isn't as delicate, considering that I have plausible deniability on it. But for Soleil,
Okay, so if we're walking in under superhero alias, I'll still have the same outfit, but I'll still wear my domino mask.
Um, if you are calling ahead, one thing that you get if you're calling specifically for the owner, you hear somebody on the other end sounding very Vin Diesel-like in his tone,
Ooh.
uh, letting you know that the owner is currently not in. Your
Uh-oh.
coupon will still be accepted.
Now, can I say
Like,
if he's speaking? Also, please, for the love of God, tell me that Epiphany's mask is also pink. Like she has a different domino mask to match her like has a set of domino masks in colors appropriate to match her civilian outfits.
I was thinking
uh,
about
I
that.
will say for the notes, the name is spelt wrong, but I didn't say how to spell it, so that's okay. It's Riccio.
RICC. Okay.
But yeah, this guy sounds like a random goon, like the owner proposed. Then there's a long pause where I go, "That's it's okay that he's not in." Can you, like, as it basically being like, I'm just trying to make a reservation. I don't actually need to talk to the guy. Just because I love the idea that this is a criminal who doesn't know how restaurants actually work because he's running a front.
Well, no, I thought so. What you were saying of like, oh, the owner, he offered me a free thing, and it's like, oh, well, the owner's not around, but we'll still accept it, is what he's saying.
Okay, I meant like I didn't know if his tone was like I don't know. I thought the idea that like he's obviously a criminal working in a front, but he wasn't briefed in how restaurants actually work, so he doesn't know that. I just need you to make a reservation, man. I don't actually need like the guy to make the reservation.
Yeah. We'll pencil you in.
Pennsylvania.
This is going to be a table for 3 or a table for 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot you cloned yourself.
Also, no. I'm bringing some of my
Associates.
superhero coworkers with me. Other
Oh.
people, they're people that aren't me.
Sorry, it's the way that you said table for 3. No,
No,
wait,
it's
4. I thought you meant you would like
literally
just clone
it's
yourself. Can you control that?
It's perfectly acceptable, and literally any other day that would have been an accurate assessment of what's going on. This is the one day where I happen to have not me people with me, and yes, I can Wait, do you think that I just were you operating under the assumption that like if I just eat too much food at this dinner, I'll just start spontaneously popping out replicas of myself onto the floor?
Well, we
Are,
need to know an accurate sum of how many heads are going to be at the table.
are you a
Uh,
duplicate?
there's going to be 4 people, one of whom you should probably count as you should probably count as 3 people, and if the amount that he eats exceeds the hospitality of the owner, just put it on my I'll pay for it. Also, strange question, what's the sturdiest chair that you have the ability to acquire before this reservation?
What is the sturdiest chair?
Cool.
Again, if a Home Depot run needs to be involved, you can just put it on my card. There's a large man incoming.
Oh,
Sir, we've got a
okay.
large man incoming.
You'll know him when you see him. But I'm fully just like knowing that we're coming here as a front. I'm also like, no, but we're probably gonna get something to eat, and I just looking at this dude, I know he can clean like 5 lobsters. I'm not gonna make the
It's
obvious.
a popular restaurant. The food is good.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm like, even though it's a criminal front, I feel bad making like someone pay for that. So I'm just like, yeah, just if he eats
The
too
mob?
much,
You feel bad making the mob pay for that?
it's the principle of it.
You're accepting their blood lobsters.
I don't
They're
know.
serving their
Listen,
own kid,
I'm
and you're feeling
I'm at
bad
least
about
can I be honest?
price?
I'm like at least 30% sure that the lobster involved is produced by some sort of slave labor.
I mean, they're the fish mafia. They're
So-
serving their own kin. Like,
So you get it, right? But anyway. Oh, you know what? Also, but yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, I do the thing. I do ask, is the owner going to be in on the date when we come in? I'd love to check in with him and just see how things have been going and just have a conversation.
No, the owner's away on business.
Just out of curiosity, how long? I just feel bad stopping into his place of business and not even being able to shake his hand.
No, it's fine. He's huh. He's out of the country.
Oh, trip back, and I say, trip back to the old country.
You could say that.
There's a long pause, and just, well, all right then, we'll see you on Thursday, and then I hang up.
all right.
So, here's what I'm thinking. If he's not going to be there, then I guess the plan has changed from we have to try and interrogate him. What's the new plan?
I mean, I'm just gonna.
Well, now you have to figure out where he is.
Wait, you said this is in like a real established restaurant?
Yeah, this is like an actual restaurant.
Can I? Can I roll? Can I roll? What is it? Contacts. That's it.
Yeah.
Do I just know other people in the seafood restaurant business who very likely would know where? Yeah. If everyone's, it feels like the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, they might just know because, unless it's like a real secret thing
Of where he is.
of where he is, yeah. Yeah, it's probably a real secret thing.
He
Or
would
at the
not
very
have
least, they might have
told
seen
anybody.
something.
I'm
Yeah,
going to assume he's off in Moblantis.
No. He's in a real visitable location.
I should have said Atlantic City.
No.
Dang it!
He's in a real visitable place, I promise.
Still, I'm gonna call up some of my friends who like I'm gonna call some of my friends and colleagues who like work around the docks or work around that restaurant and be like, hey, did you see which is just Tony Soprano?
Did you see him,
You
man?
see him
Tony
heading off
Soprano?
somewhere? Wasn't
That's
it you said from the God? No, not Tony Soprano.
what's
Who's
his name?
you said somebody from
Marlon
Godfather? I'm
Brando.
conflating
Are you
mob
saying
things.
all Italians
Marlon
are the
Brando.
same?
Thank you. I'm conflating my mob media.
Um,
But yeah, I just want to know: has anyone seen anything?
roll me contacts and get me like a 2.
Ah. Or
Ooh.
Yeah. Some of the like what's it called? Like the people who supply them with the fish.
Yeah.
Like the fishmongers.
Yeah.
They have seen him. He didn't talk about where he was going, but he did like what's the word I'm looking for? He did talk about needing to purchase a gift before he left.
Yeah. Say what he was looking for, or
I don't know that he would have, mainly because it doesn't matter. What he was getting is less important than the fact that he needed to go somewhere and buy a gift.
where do people buy gifts these days? The mall?
Things
Depends on the
remembered.
gift.
Where do people buy gifts 10 years ago? The mall?
I mean, it's as good a lead as any. It's where you go to buy stuff. I assume this is superhero land and the mall is still relevant.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke about like a bunch of the local teens going to hang out after school at the Amazon fulfillment center, but I realized that we're not that far from that reality.
Oy.
Here's an idea.
Hmm.
While we're at the restaurant, if we can figure out a way to get into his or to like cause a distraction in the main room. Fuck, I wish Dr. Midnight were here. A guy who can teleport would be so helpful right now.
Yeah.
Of like
He's no one's paid his bail yet. He's still in jail for like causing a scene at the library.
the jail cell he's in has those really bright fluorescent bulbs. There's not enough shadows for him to teleport out. But yeah,
The prison food's really salty, and it's like fucking with his ability to teleport.
oh my god, yes. But yeah, so if we can cause a distraction and get into his office, then maybe Cam can get us a device that he can remotely hack into his computer, and we can find if he has any files on like his meetings that he's had, or maybe he's got a safe that we can break into. Like if
Normally, you guys
That is
hack into
absolutely possible. If you like, Cam can absolutely get you a thumb drive that'll bust into his computer and steal all the data that you'll need.
All right. Then
Okay.
we're gonna go to dinner.
Well, yeah, it's just we need to figure out is that a plan you guys are okay with? Is causing a major distraction and then one of us honestly, if anyone's capable of getting in and out, I've got some like I've got some experience in stealth missions, but I'm pretty far from the best at it. The best bet might just be Red Rocket, and we go for the hope he can get in and out physically before they see him.
If the concern
Wait.
is that we need a distraction, I think I can handle that.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Like, all I have to do is send like one tweet that I'm eating at this place, and this place will be flooded in like a few minutes. I'll be pretty distracted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Stealth, we're not
Red
great at.
Rocket.
Distraction.
I like the idea that, because my plan that I was going to suggest was we disguise one of my clones as a supervillain, and he takes the restaurant hostage, and we fake a fight between us and my clones. I love the idea of Soleil just like in the same tone of when like Batman has to go to Arkham Asylum to ask the Joker for help. Just her taking out her, like looking at the Flash Mob Twitter account, just like I might have a better idea, but it's kind of a deal with the devil situation.
Oh.
I was just gonna trip and pretend that I broke my hip and get everybody to look at me.
Oh,
No, but
nobody would even be able to lift you up to take you out. That would be so sad, actually.
We need time, though, is the thing.
I think any of these plans would work. The main thing is, does Red Rocket know how to operate a flash drive?
Okay, that's a better question. I was getting to that.
Yet.
Can we? You know what? While we're planning this, because I think so far all of our distraction, like all three of our distraction plans, don't directly involve Red Rocket. So unless Red has another idea, I'm going to request that Cam give Red Rock. I'm going to write him a check for $500 and tell him that he has the next 8 hours off. Teach this man how to use basic computer interface.
That can be arranged.
Please note that the last computer that he is aware existed was the ENIAC 2.
Oh, Soviet computing was always very far behind the West.
That's why I said the one that you're aware existed.
Yeah.
Just walking into Cam's room, and there's like a Chromebook sitting on a table, and it's like, I do not understand. Where is room for the computer? This is the computer room. I don't understand.
If it's computer room, where is computer? They point at a little box. That is computer?
Yeah,
I like the idea that one mission that you had to go on at one point was to like steal a vacuum tube out of the fucking
honestly,
what's the computer that they used to break the Enigma code?
Oh, Colossus.
Honestly,
yeah, you had to steal a vacuum tube out of Colossus.
That one didn't use vacuum tubes. It was fucking clockwork and like brass levers and shit. Honestly, I mean, no, in the 60s it would have been like ENIAC, right? Like, am I wrong about that?
They had more advanced machines. IBM was starting to make some pretty sophisticated stuff for the Sage system.
Either way, I just love the idea that you had to pull this exact op in the past, like in 1963 or whatever.
Yeah.
Of like, we're gonna cause a distraction. You sneak in, like, steal information. But it was like, fuck, what do they even call it? The
one of those big wheels with reels of information on it.
Yeah.
Tapes.
Like, okay, they're just called. I don't know if they had like a special term.
Tapes.
But the idea that you had to pull this exact op in the past, but it's somehow gotten much more simple and immeasurably more complicated.
Oh man. Back in the day,
Yeah.
computers used to use punch cards. I'm glad I don't have to steal a deck of punch cards. Because knowing me, I'd drop it and fucking punch cards would go everywhere.
This Emperor's New
You'll know how hard it is to fly at supersonic speeds holding a bag of punch cards.
Yeah.
This Emperor's New Groove
You drop them
shenanigans.
there, scattered across the city. You cannot find them.
You cannot find them. All
In
is
Soviet Union, we have no rubber bands.
But yeah, just Cam, here's $500. You have the next 8 hours to teach him what a thumb drive is, where it is on a computer, and which way it's supposed to be facing up.
I was gonna make a joke about that of like, item number 1, you have to make sure it's facing the correct way. And normally what'll happen is you'll put it in wrong, flip it upside down, it'll be wrong again, and then you flip it right side up again, and it was actually correct the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's, of course, par for the course.
That's normal. You should be doing that.
Yes.
That's if it goes incorrect the first time, you probably broke it. But yeah, so the 3 plans we have are, I will note, since they're gonna have security cameras, maybe do you think Soleil's light manipulation can essentially cause a flare that shorts out the cameras so they don't see Red Rocket sneak in?
Oh, one more tangent. That's the one joke in like the Hawkeye show that they didn't make that I'm really upset that they didn't make because he's got like the USB arrow.
Yeah.
And it would have been such a funny shot for it to like he hits the thing, but it just bounces out, and then he goes over and flips it upside down and sticks it in. That would have been a perfect bit.
I'm honestly kind of shocked they didn't with how tongue-in-cheek that show was.
Oh my goodness.
But either way, so that's one thing is like, do you think of basically either if Cam can, while he has remote access, delete the security footage of that happening, or if needed, if Tiffany use her abilities to short circuit the cameras, or to basically blow out the photos.
I mean, I could probably blind it if we can figure out where they're pointing exactly and maybe try to make sure I'm sitting in line with the camera. Typically cameras kind of gravitate towards me, so I might be a distraction for the cameras, period.
I don't. That's not necessarily the kind of camera we're talking about.
I understand what a security camera is. I'm saying that for some reason, given my pictures always turn out perfectly, literally everywhere, cameras just seem to point at me.
Just the idea of like, no, I understand. It's just a secondary meta-human ability that no one's been able to figure out is so funny.
I like even more the reality that a white man just tried to explain to a PhD level mechanical engineer black woman what what a camera is. It's 2025. Come on, tag team.
Mansplain away.
Yeah. He truly never has to talk to people, and usually he has to explain what he's talking about when he talks to people. Like, he just assumes everyone is not a PhD because.
No, it's unfortunately I don't have that excuse because the only people that I talk to on a regular basis are myself, who also have PhDs.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like, oh, you're not me. 70
Okay.
to 80% chance you don't have a PhD.
Or it's like, okay, wait, you're not me. I have to now start from scratch because I have no context for what information you do or do not have.
Yeah.
But either way.
Yeah, and one of the people he now currently talks to is from the 60s and doesn't know a lot of things.
That's right.
No, two of the people that I regularly talk to are from the 60s.
Yeah.
But no, either way, so that's one plan is that's one plan is Impact falls over, pretends to hurt himself. Dubious on the grounds that, like, no offense, but I don't know that most people would look at you and buy that you're just a helpless octogenarian. I think most people...
Well, at the very least, me falling over, I could take a couple tables with me. That'll cause a ruckus.
But we don't just need a ruckus. What we need is time. So the other plan is I can make 3 clones of myself, and we can dress them as supervillains, and then we just have a battle in the restaurant in which we fight, in quotes, the villains, and because I am all of them, I can control the pace of the battle to give Red Rocket time. And then option 3...
Also, if we need, villains, big quotes there, I gestured to the lair that I assume we're hanging out in.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like
we do have all this.
Give them costumes and gadgets and whatnot. Like I assume that was a part of the thing. Also, then I don't want to use any of the stuff in here because with my clones, they're going to evaporate the second this plan is done. I don't want a giant robot velociraptor to attack the restaurant, and then afterwards it gets taken into custody by the authorities, who are aware that Doc Robo's technology is still in circulation and being used in crimes. Because that seems like it's a rabbit hole to unwanted questions. And then option number 3, and I look at Epiphany, I don't know what a flash mob is. And I was really hoping that somebody would explain, but I'm now coming to the conclusion that everyone is as lost as me, and I'm gonna just self-consciously ask you to explain what that is and why Twitter is involved.
Okay, so a flash mob is usually like a public gathering of people who ahead of time decide to meet up at a place and in a organized fashion, but they make it seem random. Um, they typically have some type of choreography planned out. This particular flash mob is a group of my, and she puts air quotes, biggest fans, who have decided to call themselves the Flash Mob, and they try to follow me around, to catch sight of whatever heroing business I'm doing or whatever. So yeah, basically, just a big group of people who show up all at the same place at the same time, and Twitter is connected because they have an official account and then also all of their separate accounts on there, that all follow me on there. So if I make a post, there's definitely any number of them that are already paying attention to that and will immediately try to close in on my location to see and or meet me in person.
We can always combine. Wait, so they specifically follow you around to catch sight of you doing superhero things?
Literally anything they can catch me doing, but mostly the superhero things.
We can always combine our 2 plans, because if I'm fighting you, essentially, it means that we can basically plan where they go, because I can run into the kitchen, and then knowing that they will, like, we can use the 2 plans combined together of, like, faking a superhero battle.
I mean, we can, though, like, most of them are civilians.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, of, like, guaranteeing none of them are going to get hurt.
Okay.
We could also...
Because the supervillain is me.
Yeah. We could also, and I'm just going to throw this out there. We could also maybe just be stealthy about it. Like, we're planning a very big distraction. I don't know how much security there's going to be.
Well, there wasn't.
This is a front.
There wasn't very much. There wasn't very much security last time.
Yeah, given that this is a front, they can't have armed guards next to the office.
Right. Well, so the entire idea of this is Red Rocket being fast enough to get in and do the thing without anybody noticing. I'm just saying that there's no harm in, if needed, adding an additional layer. I wouldn't be suggesting it if we had someone like Dr. Midnight, who can literally teleport and turn invisible.
Can't Soleil turn invisible?
Wait, can you turn invisible?
Am I crazy? I thought that was on your power list.
Let me double check, because I think I can.
That would make things a lot easier.
That really would. We're planning a very big thing. If the option is there for Soleil to just...
What?
Yes, I can be invisible.
So we're having this whole conversation. We're discussing, like, God, this would really be easier if we had, Dr. Midnight or someone that could turn invisible. And Soleil just remembers, like, oh, yeah.
So can I say, I love the idea that it's not Epiphany doing the Martian Manhunter thing where she's dumb and forgot that she has a superpower. It's Epiphany has literally never occurred to her to try turning invisible, and really quickly just took out the notepad on her phone and using her intelligent like mastery of photonic science just did the math. It's like, oh fuck, I can turn invisible. Like just discovered a new superpower by just doing the math and inventing it.
Yeah. Like I did that hyper visibility thing before. What if I did that in reverse and try to become invisible? Yeah, I think that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I think we've got dinner plans.
Okay, so new plan. I guess Epiphany is the one that sneaks into the office.
This will
It's
be
fine.
much. Now we don't have to teach Red Rocket how to use a USB.
Can I
Hey,
still have
Cam.
that $800?
Yes, Cam, you can keep the $800.
Maybe
Yes.
also still teach him how to use that just in case for future.
I mean, I was gonna.
Great, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, also show him how to get a Facebook. That's important.
You don't want to get a
No,
Facebook.
I don't think. I think it's. I think I speak for everyone when I say that keeping Red Rocket off of social media is for the best.
Oh, he has
Yeah.
already got a no social media policy. He knows what
Okay.
social media is. He's been around long enough. Like they woke him up in uh uh
I thought it
2013.
was-
So he
Wait,
knows a thing or
wait,
two.
what?
Not 13.
I
I think.
I thought
I
they
thought it was
woke.
like.
I thought they woke him up like a month ago.
Yeah.
No, it was like 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah,
No,
2019, that's it.
I.
For the 100th anniversary of the Russian Revolution.
Oh, I thought he'd only been awake for like. My mistake. I thought he woke up this
Oh,
year because he woke up for the
no, I think
superhero
the
movies.
plan was to unthaw him
No, yeah, the
in
plan was to wake him up,
2019.
and he missed it. And I made the joke that he missed it because of COVID.
Well, no, they missed it because the building that he was in the basement of got demolished and then rebuilt. And then when they went to go check in the basement to see what was up and why it was still drawing power during
Yeah,
construction,
They
to
found
turn it
me.
into an Amazon fulfillment
they found
center.
him in like 2022.
Yeah, but either way, you've been awake for like 3 months, maybe.
No, it can be as anywhere between 2019 and 2025. So however long you want to have been out, but they missed the original date.
Yeah,
Yeah. We'll say
yeah.
a nebulous time between 20. It's comic books. It was a nebulous time between 2019 and 2025. Whatever works for the story.
Well, if it's comic books, then it's narratively been a month and a half, but in real life, it's been like 30 years, and there's been like 7 reboots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah. So probably still teach him how to use basic computers. Yeah,
Yes, please.
and then uh oh, also as we're leaving for the dinner, since Cam is going to be spending like the next 8 hours talking to Red Rocket, don't don't be. I just kind of subtly mention him like I want to, don't worry about it for now. Like prioritize making sure that if we ever have to get Red Rocket to operate a machine, he doesn't accidentally light it on fire somehow. But I do
Yeah.
want to talk to you later about that. I do want to make sure to talk to you later about that other project I talked to you about.
Yeah. Now, do you Red Rocket, do you have a Gmail?
Does Red Rocket have a Gmail?
Yeah.
Um, oh gosh, you'll have to give me a little time to think of that, but probably. Because I mean, he's kind of a superhero. He has a press agent and whatever. Right.
Oh my god, I love the idea. Oh, okay, real quick. Have you seen the movie The Thunderbolts?
No.
I
Okay.
have not.
Do you mind if I minorly spoil something from the end credit scene of The Thunderbolts?
I don't really care about the MCU anymore. You can do
First
whatever
of
you want.
all, no, go see The Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts is actually really fucking good. It's like phase 2 MCU good.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But either way, what's up?
No, I was just agreeing. I'm eating a sandwich. Sorry.
Yes. It's like phase too early Phase 3 MCU good. But one of the characters, David Harbour's character, the what's his fucking name? The Russian Soviet Captain America.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy.
So the movie was titled Thunderbolts with an asterisk because at the end, the asterisk is because they're actually the new Avengers. And the joke they make at the end credit scene is that there are now 2 teams of Avengers because Falcon, or I guess Captain America, but Sam Wilson Captain America, is also forming an Avengers team, but he has the copyright to the name Avengers. So this guy decides to name them the Avengers with a Z, and he gets really into like the branding and the marketing of being a superhero. So he shows up and he's got everyone like matching tracksuits with the name Avengers on the back, and he's gotten them like corporate sponsorship deals, and he's talking about like branding and social media programs to like
Oh, Red Guardian, that's his name.
yes, the Red Guardian, but he's like an old man from the Soviet Union who's got like a gold tooth and Russian prison neck tattoos and shit. But he's like, you need to think about branding opportunity. What is follower engagement on Instagram? Like, you're just recreating the exact bit, and I love it. I just wanted to highlight that.
Okay.
So anyway,
By the way,
we go to Kenny.
oh, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
So you get to
this long before going to dinner?
what?
Did you expect us to take this long before going to dinner?
I'm gonna be real. I had statted out enemies in case you had fought them. My plan for this entire session was for you guys to figure out where the leader of the fish mafia is and go talk to him. Whether or not you talk to him this session means that I can actually make next session cooler if you don't talk to him this session.
Cool.
So the more we fuck around, the cooler next session's gonna be.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're at Pesci's, and if you remember, I said the guy on the phone sounded a lot like Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah.
The guy at the front looks a lot like Vin Diesel.
Here's a question: do I know Vin Diesel, the actor? Like, does he exist in this universe?
Yes.
Interesting. Great. Is he like the maitre d'?
Yeah, he's like the host.
Okay.
Table for tag team, I presume.
Sorry, what was that?
The table
so
for
now-
tag team, I presume.
Well, first of all, I just want to say when we walk up, I do the kind of douchey thing where we walk up and say, "Buongiorno, signora," and like introduce all of us in Italian, thinking like we're we're in a high-end Italian restaurant, so of course they speak Italian.
He cuts you off in the middle of doing that.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Yes.
What's up?
Oh, you said
see-
hello like there was like your microphone had
Yeah,
cut
because you
out.
said he cuts you off in the middle of doing that and then trailed off.
Oh yeah, that was because I had already said just table for tag team, I presume.
Just self-consciously like yes, it's the table for that.
Right this way, sir. Um,
I look back at the rest of the party and like not that I have the need to defend this because of like a lot of high-end restaurants. Reasonable assumption, right?
Do you usually go to Italian restaurants that speak Italian to you?
I don't. I mean, I don't go to a lot of. I don't go to a lot of restaurants. I'm fair. It's not uncommon. Like you go to a French restaurant, they have people from.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
that makes me feel so deeply uncomfortable.
Oops.
That contains so much fucking sass.
She just kind of pats you on the shoulder consolingly and walks into the building because she's trying
Oh.
not to be mean, but it's coming out like a lot.
She just can't help but serve 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Apparently.
they sit you on like an outside seating. It's like the game matches the day in real life. So it's like a early October day, sun is setting, you're by like there's like a railing over some water. You're on like a how do I describe it? Not a dock or a pier, but it's like jutting off the side of the restaurant is like a wooden
A deck.
a deck? Yeah. So you're on like deck seating.
Yeah.
Take a picture of the sunset.
Grab this for the gram later.
No, it's for Instagram now.
Maybe. We'll see.
The
No,
trap is
that's
being
not the
set.
plan just yet. It was just always gonna love this. Like, you know what it is? It's holding her hand up to where like her pink jewelry is in the exact same spot as where the sunset has that tone of pink in it, and it's just like in case we need to drop the social media nuclear.
Like, unless I want their
Pretty.
attention in the moment, I always have to post after I've left the location, or else they will figure out where I am based off of what scenery.
I love that's in your Instagram banner, so you don't have to like worry about local businesses being harassed of like, please note that everything I post is posted after the fact. Don't show up to a place.
Yeah.
Like if you
I
see
like
me
the
post
idea
it,
that
I'm not.
the leader of the flash mob is that guy on the internet who like I can't remember his account names, but he used like the vector of the moon to find a different like content
Yes,
creator.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who's like,
Found
well
truly
then, the guy's like,
most-
oh,
yeah.
well then, you're staying next to one standard door, so you must actually be like blah blah blah.
Yeah. Duval, isn't that his name?
Yes, it's Duval.
Yeah, that's him. That's the leader of the flash mob.
I thought you were just gonna say the like. Well, we also have her nemesis, fucking Asmongold, Moist Critical, who the guy who can turn completely intangible and just is a reaction channel who stands like 3 feet away while you're doing superhero shit and loudly complains about how you're not doing enough cool flips.
Guys, the epiphany situation is insane right now.
I will say, I'm just putting this out there. If you're gonna base him off any content, any reaction content creator, I think Moist Critical would actually be too likable to be a villain. I would like to nominate Asmongold.
Who?
So imagine Moist Critical's Waluigi, because he's got that same kind of like aggressively skinny, sickly, like as secretly in shape as Moist Critical is. This guy's like sickly and weird looking. He's known because he's just his entire house is filled completely with garbage, like literal garbage, and he eats junk food all day, even though he's aggressively thin, and he like never bathes or brushes his teeth to the point where one time on stream a roach literally crawled across his face and he just didn't notice. And one of his viewers pointed out that there's blood on the wall behind him. And he was like, oh yeah, there's blood there because sometimes my gums start bleeding and I just have to like wipe the blood off my mouth. And I mention all that because despite that, he has the audacity to complain about women and their behavior. And you are a whole cryptid. So I just wanted to
That's wild.
I just wanted to nominate that like plus his name is Gold. And so I think that kind of works with like the synergy of because honestly, I think if I were a superhero, you couldn't really hate someone who was just staying off the side, losing their shit over like, all right, yeah. So once if he's gonna go ahead and like do a flip, I think, yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Like, but
So,
being in the middle of a superhero fight and like fighting a kaiju, and there's just some dude floating next to you, being like, why are there so many fucking women superheroes nowadays? Like, it's honestly so obnoxious. Yeah,
hey, Luke. Hey, Luke. Hey,
yeah,
Luke.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We should keep playing.
Sorry.
No. Oh God. I can feel the ADHD in this room. We are far away
Sorry.
staying on track.
Sorry.
As an
all good.
ADHD
We
haver
do it too.
myself, yeah.
I haven't been diagnosed, but I've been peer reviewed.
What was I gonna say?
They put
Oh
us
yeah,
out on the
so
dock and
yeah, they bring you menus. Your waiter, sort of like a short, dumpy guy, kind of like a dead ringer for Danny DeVito.
uh, huh.
Huh.
I'm beginning to suspect these are not just like weird cultural references. You know what? I've already done one like or two pseudo offensive things this session. So tag team's not going to be the one to comment on the fact that all these people look like famous Italian people. But anyone else who's put that together and sees that tag team has noticed it and doesn't want to say anything.
Man, am I crazy or is that guy? That guy looks like Danny DeVito, right?
Okay, so you noticed it too, right?
Yeah. I thought my guys were just playing tricks on me, but no, that's Danny DeVito.
Roll me a notice check, specifically tag team, the biologist.
It's just full of clones of famous people.
Oh, give me a 2. Well, that's a 4.
That's
Nope, that was the wrong roll.
Oh, it still beats
But
it.
still a lore sector.
What the fuck?
Stop rolling lower. Give me notice.
Oh, for some reason, that's weird. Okay, I got a 1. For some reason on Fantasy Games, I have to click 3 spaces below the one I actually want to click.
Wow, since
Weird.
that's happened, but I remember that happening before to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have any aspects to call upon? I mean, it could just be that you've got a dang PhD.
Yeah, I mean, if this is like relevant to spotting, I mean, could it literally just be I'm used to connecting the dots of people who have the same face?
Yeah, I'll say that if you want to use like get a +2 from your biology PhD because that's what's going to be important for this.
Yeah.
You notice when the waiter gets really up close to you, kind of smells fishy. In not like a works at a seafood restaurant kind of way. And then he gets even closer and gives you the menu. And you notice that that's not skin.
Oh?
That's the wrong texture to be skin.
It's 3 sardines in a trench coat.
You're not far off.
It's just a lobster with a mustache.
That is much closer to what's happening.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna play it cool. Um, do I know specifically like? Can I glean what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, you can put together that every time you've encountered the fish mob, it has been weird mutant fish people. You know that this is
Thank
a
you,
front
Daniel.
for the fish mob. They're fish people in human costumes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Then when he walks away, I when he walks away, I'll point that out to the party.
Oh.
Hmm.
So we're in like face-off technology or something.
I'm not sure what it is. It would that be some kind of whole body prosthesis?
I'll do you one better. Or no, you didn't succeed with style. Never mind.
Mhm.
They're using like a hologram or something, or
No, like again, like a puppet, maybe. Like it's their if it were like it would be their whole body being disguised, but
They have like a natural camouflage ability.
it's possible there are some sea creatures that just octopi or some cephalopods that have the ability to mimic different textures, but so I suppose it's theoretically possible that one of them could have mutated the ability or to fake an entire human. That'd be incredibly
the
advanced,
real
even
thing is they're
for.
just wearing rubber Halloween masks.
Yeah, you are way overthinking it. It's just the fact that like it's not the right texture to be skinned. This is one step above. Like they might as well because they look. Yeah, that. This is basically what they have in the
Well,
chat.
I don't
Is
have a,
one
I
step
don't have a
above this,
PhD.
or it
Cool,
looks
but
real.
I'm trying to role play because I don't have a PhD in rubber Halloween masks. So I'm trying to do the math of like which genetics you could specifically splice together to create a shape-shifting octopus monster capable of turning into Daniel.
Huh.
That's where I'm at. Is I'm aware that was a possibility because you said it was earlier. But that's where
Yeah.
tag team is. Is that he's like trying to specifically figure out what like scientific explanation there is for this.
Yeah. Well,
It honestly might take impact being like, oh yeah, there was a dude like there was a supervillain named Abraham Lincoln who only stole $5 bills while wearing a mask of Abraham Lincoln back in the '60s. Weird guy, but
yeah. I don't know. He could just be wearing a rubber mask. There's been,
a
I don't know.
rubber mask.
Well, yeah. Like Halloween. Like sometimes you get those like oh, who was it? I remember someone. I remember like 10 years ago, someone was robbing a bank, and they kept wearing presidential masks and taking those bills only. Like
Can I
one
just
week it's
highlight
George
his?
Washington, next week Abraham
I was
Lincoln.
gonna say it's just dishonest Abe.
Mhm.
Yeah, dishonest Abe. That's
I just,
good. Yeah.
I just, huh. And I think about it, I'm like, wait, you see me like when you say that, like think about it, like crunch the numbers, do something, and just okay, yeah. Now that I think about it, they're 100% just wearing rubber masks,
Wow.
and it's just like, yeah. Then now that I've considered that as an option, that's 1,000% what's going on.
Well, now that we know what we're dealing with, and
As you
I
say
like
that,
cough and like gesture towards Soleil. Do you need to powder your nose?
I mean, can we at least wait until we get the food first?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I figured
this
you'd come back afterwards.
this huge fucking guy who's honestly kind of like the spitting image of Sylvester Stallone comes up to the table, just wine for the table.
Oh, yes, please.
He drops off a bottle. Just we was told to treat you nice tonight. Something about you stopping a robbery here. Uh, looking at tag team.
Yes, that's correct. I guess the owner proprietor. Well, I don't know what happened, but either way, the what was the name? Does the Fish Mafia have a name, or are they just Fish Mafia?
It's just the Fish Mafia.
Great. Then I say the
Italian
Fish Mafia.
the Irish Mafia, Fish Mafia.
It wouldn't be the Irish Mafia because Mafia is a. I'm asking because Mafia, like the Mafia, is the name of the Italian Mafia. So the Fish Mafia implies that it's still Italian despite being made of fish, and I find that very funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Either way, so just like I say that the Fish Mafia showed up and were causing some problems for the patrons. I shrug and I say it's just another day at the office, so to speak.
Ooh, yeah, those Fish Mafia freaks. We hate them. They're the worst.
I
You see
don't.
the Danny DeVito guy comes up next to him and is like, "Oh yeah, the fucking worst."
Oh yeah.
And you,
Right.
as the person who defeated them, you realize this is 1,000,000,000% just lobster claw and pistol shrimp.
It's like specifically lobster claw and pistol shrimp.
Yes.
Delightful. Oh yeah, they're the worst. Oh, I don't know about that. Which one was the one that I was in prison with? It was lobster claw, right?
It was lobster claw. He was the one who's like actually kind of nice to you.
Great. Then I say, great. You know what? Which one is he? Is he Stallone or DeVito?
He's Stallone. He's the big one.
Listen, man, I don't know. I need to make sure.
How would
We're
he
just
be
looking at
DeVito?
like a. Sylvester Stallone isn't that big.
Yeah, but he's buff.
Yeah.
Yes,
Also,
but like not as buff as a giant Larry the Lobster Man. Either way, but yeah, I'm just like I don't necessarily know about that. Say, look, at the end of the day, I can't necessarily say I approve of choices, and I certainly don't like the idea of hurting innocent people, but they're people. They deserve due process, and I say they deserve due process, and I'm not gonna. We've all made mistakes. We've all done things that we don't necessarily think that aren't necessarily the best. I say that at the very least, the one of them on the way to prison, or on the way to the what was that? What was it on the way to the was it the lighthouse, the spire?
Yeah.
I said that on the way to the spire, I had a decent conversation with one of them, and I think at the end of it all, he seemed to be an all right guy. Wherever he is, I hope he's doing all right.
Plus, no matter what they've done, I'm sure they're nowhere near as bad as the Dinosaur Motorcycle Club was.
No, they were. Listen, the dinosaur bikers. Thank whatever God you believe in. Thank God that gang disbanded back in the 90s. I mean, they were just out of control.
Whew. That was a big thing off my plate when they
when they decided to go to war with the bird yakuza.
The bird what?
The bird yakuza. The yakuza, but it's entirely birds.
Is there an app for that? I want to play that game.
The idea, for some reason, the first one that I'm imagining is Penguin. I think it's because he's already wearing a black and white suit. But yeah,
I
just
don't know
Emperor
what the name of
Penguin.
the head of the Yakuza would be, like Dawn for the Italian mafia. But I like the idea that he's just like this anime raven.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Okay.
So the primary title for the Yakuza group's leader is Kumicho, which translates to boss or chairman. Um, Even though it's inaccurate, I would like to put forth Emperor Penguin as a suggestion.
No, because there's already a guy.
Because
Hang
there's
on, let me
already,
get.
but yeah, when the dinosaur bikers decided to have a turf war with the bird Yakuza, that just finished them off. And like honestly, like again, uh, everyone deserves a chance at redemption. I believe that wholeheartedly. The dinosaur bikers were out of control, and I'm just gonna say it. They got what was coming to them. The idea of the dinosaur bikers just being this like sorry for just ruining your lore, Daniel.
They're very much like just a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain group.
Yeah.
Oh, I was imagining like a real life like Sons of
Oh.
Anarchy, like a the dinosaur bikers are the ones who you'd think would be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles characters, but they're actually like really fucked up and brutal. Like that's actually where shit gets real.
Anyway,
Good team
yeah, like the
villains
original
from the
Teenage Mutant Ninja
comics.
Turtles comic.
Yeah, from the original comics, TMT villains.
Mhm.
Anyway, this is the head of the bird Yakuza. This is the Pokemon Haunch Crow, who is specifically a crow mob boss.
Incredible.
So I'm just gonna show you real
There's
quick.
katana in their hands. Man, perfect.
Well, I just looked up current head of like the last known head of the Yakuza. This is him.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a stylish guy.
Like that's a 1-for-1. He's wearing the same hat.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, Pokemon is Japanese. They probably modeled him after that guy.
It's just a bird who's missing one talon. Google it. Anyway,
No,
but yeah, I just kind of mentioned just mentioned to them of like there was there was one guy had a conversation with him. Just like I had a conversation with him on the way to Spire. He seemed all right. I hope he's doing well wherever he is, and I hope that they can start making the right choices. But I'm hesitant to label anybody as inherently a bad person. Well, except for
Give
some.
me a rapport check and get me above a 3.
Okay. I need to get back to my house real quick. I had to step out momentarily to walk with you, but I'm coming up now, unless you want to roll it.
Valid.
Valid.
When Loki's got to go out, he's got to go.
He had to go.
Well, while you're doing that, I would like to mention that since we started talking about outfits, I have been scrolling through Pinterest and making a Pinterest board of Soleil's outfits. So in the future,
That's wonderful.
I will have
I
many
love it.
outfits for different
Hell
occasions.
yeah.
I love the idea that we're all just a bunch of fucking anime protagonists that do the same thing every single day. And then Soleil is that one character for some reason. The artist just really loves drawing new outfits for them, so she doesn't have a new outfit every episode.
It's like I'm from
Yeah.
Totally Spies.
I will say,
I was about to say Totally Spies.
I was gonna say we're personality wise,
the
yes.
sessions though. It is occurring to me now that I have the sessions perfectly spaced out to where I have the idea for what's going to happen next session. The session after that is definitely going to be the Halloween episode.
Daniel, will you let me keep that role, but just apply it to my resources, which is I have nothing in rapport rather, so it'd be a 3.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
This
So
fully is the best outcome you could have gotten. I'm very happy that you got it. Just, gee, that's real nice thing of you to say about somebody you were in the middle of arresting.
and like I said, I can't in conscience or in good conscience approve of their choices, but I'm sorry, as the victims, I'm sure you must have complicated feelings about it, but again, I think everyone's done things that we're not proud of, and I'm hesitant to just write anyone off completely.
Well, no, I mean, I'm sure that,
Also,
like, if you got turned into a big lobster man, I'm sure, I don't know, maybe you'd think crime is like your only choice. That maybe like you can only do crime because you got these big lobster hands and they're not really good for, you can't hug with lobster hands, but you sure can rob.
oh, of course. I mean,
Is what I'm sure was
I,
going through his head.
listen. We all wind up on the paths that life takes us down. Um, but and then I think I don't have the spreadsheet up right now, but I've mentioned before that Ian is like a really big fan of reading philosophy, and I think he'd have some quote about like it's not the actions that we take, but the intent and the things we have done, but the things we do that define us as men. Like he'd have some like philosophical quote that like relates to this that he presents in a very matter of fact way.
It
Yeah.
is not the.
It's not the circumstances of your birth
Yeah.
define you, it's what you do with the life you're given.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
assuming that's from like Optimus Prime or something, or
It's
Mewtwo.
fucking
It's from Mewtwo. But yeah,
Which is
I
a
would
pretty
say
good
something.
philosopher for Ian to have.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what?
no,
We should show him the Pokemon movie. I feel like he'd have a lot of feelings.
um, but yeah, I basically just I say something like that and basically say like I'm not gonna judge him because I'm very privileged to. I'm in a lot of ways very privileged to have the life that I've had, and let's be honest here. If I can call a spade, I'm somewhat of an expert on exogenetics and the ways that can affect your daily life, and the ability to be in two different rooms at a time, or the ability to make a sandwich and clean the bathroom mirror at the same time, are like, and I just kind of put my hand very low to the table. I say very low on the list of like ways that my powers have negatively impacted my life. Not everyone can be as lucky. Um, we don't have a perfect system, but it's the only one we've got, and I hope he finds his way out of it, wherever he is. And I hope when the time comes and I say, I hope when the time comes where he next has the opportunity to do the right thing or the wrong thing, maybe it won't be today, maybe it won't be tomorrow, but I hope when that opportunity comes, he chooses the right thing.
I got a little bit of seawater in my eye. I'll be right back. As you can see, he's like a little bit teared up.
I imagine he's like wiping his hand over his eyes, but he's holding his hand clearly still in the shape of a claw, like
Oh, it
wiping it
so
with
much
just
is. It's like
just the back of
objectively
his
the
wrist.
worst disguises possible.
Their lips do not move when they talk.
And like the longer you look at these disguises, the more you're like, how do any of these fucking patrons not
I mean, listen,
clock this?
it's the classic rule of like front restaurants. It's obviously a front. No one will call them on that because the food is really good.
The food is really good, and it's like, bro, we got a whole lobster with 2 sides for like $8. What the fuck? You ever hear about the fact that I can't remember where it was, but there was like a pizza place that was a known front on the FBI watch list for like 15 years, but every time the FBI would try and raid it, somebody in the community would see them coming and call the restaurant to warn them because everyone just really liked the food. and was like,
Yeah.
"We don't give a fuck what's going on in there. Just don't shut our favorite restaurant down. It's the only good pizza place near here."
Yeah, if the Fish Mafia ever goes under, pun intended,
Well,
Lobster Claw is definitely just gonna keep this restaurant going because like
I ran a brief D&D game set in the DC universe in which I did have a pizza place that was run by a member of like the Falcone mob family, whose special interest was just making absurd pizzas that should not exist. But like the family basically told him like, make whatever you want. I don't care if you never sell a single one. So it's just like, okay, listen. We're gonna start with a standard pizza crust instead of red sauce. Okay, follow me on this. We're gonna use the brown mushroom gravy from the frozen Salisbury steaks, and instead of cheese, right, we are gonna use aged smoked Gruyere instead of mozzarella. And then we're gonna top the whole thing with deep fried coconut shrimp. And it's like every once in a while he's gonna hit one where you're like, only you could have come up with this because no other human being would have tried it.
I love
there's
it.
a Blaze Pizza next to the Starbucks that I work at, and I don't mind saying that on stream because that's every Starbucks and every Blaze Pizza. I didn't narrow it down at all. And I was joking because I was there so early. It's like, how come they get to open at like 11 and we got to be open at like 5? I want them to serve breakfast pizza. I want to go in there and I want to get a pizza with like Tabasco sauce and fried egg and like breakfast sausage.
I'm gonna be so real with you.
I would eat a breakfast pizza.
I made a pizza one day that had a fried egg on top of the runny yolk. Runny yolk on pizza goes so fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm sure it does because I'm a genius.
The trick is it's got to be orange pizza.
What's that?
It's like that classic pizza slice where the cheese and the red sauce fully melt together and it turns the slice like fluorescent orange.
I see.
Did not know there was a term for it.
I heard it like one time in a YouTube video and I've never heard it anywhere else, but I thought it sounded neat and I was trying to slip it organically into conversation so it sounded cultured.
You successfully did. I assumed that it was just like a thing that everyone knew.
That's what the YouTube video claimed, but every single comment was like, I've lived in Brooklyn for 35 years and I've never fucking heard it called an orange slice.
Well,
but I kind of like it, so I'm trying to gaslight our audience into making it a thing.
Everyone watching,
I will say,
take notes.
This being said, with you rolling high enough on rapport, should Soleil get caught, Lobster Claw will not fight.
I love it.
You congratulations on setting him on the path of good.
Nice.
Pistol Shrimp, on the other hand, is an unrepentant bastard.
He's an unrepentant bastard. This is the for those of you that have seen Netflix's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, there's a point where one of the characters leaves the evil horde, which is in the show called The Evil Horde, and she goes back to her friend and is like, you know, they're using us, like they're hurting innocent people, and like gives the whole like rah-rah speech. And then the other character's like, yeah, duh, man, did you just figure out that we're evil?
We're called the Evil Horde.
Literally, that's literally. Have you seen the show?
Yes, I have, and I know
it's like
conversation you're talking about.
Duh! Did you just figure out? We're called the Evil Horde, man.
Our color scheme is red and black. Like,
it's who calls us that? Everyone.
Yeah. Did you not notice? We're fighting.
No, sorry.
We can talk about Rainbow Paladin.
Like, we can talk about the sword lesbians later. For now.
But yeah, so what are you guys gonna do now? Are you ready to enact the plan?
I would like my free food, preferably before I enact the plan, just in case I don't get a chance to get the food afterwards because of the drama that will likely happen. But
Valid.
then after that, yes.
I will say you get your meal, and it is lovely.
Nice.
I'm just gonna whisper to them, everyone, like, I'm kind of confused because once I realized what was happening, I was positive that them inviting me here was them trying to like get me specifically into a position for an ambush, and that they were like going to sit me at the table and jump me. But I think they're actually just serving me dinner, and I'm
Oh
very
yeah, I mean,
lost.
I forgot to ask by the way. Could I have real quick impact real quick like checks the wine, by which I mean taking a sip and seeing if he feels slightly woozy.
No, it's not poisoned. It's just real wine.
Yeah, like the wine is just this is just good wine. This is like a nice vintage.
I'm so lost. Did
Take a
they
picture of the meal as well.
when they found out that I was inviting other people? Do you think they just changed the plan but couldn't find a way to back out of serving dinner?
Maybe?
I mean, they could have just told you that your coupon only applied to you.
Right, but then yeah, it's just you know, like it's just you know what I mean. Of like I'm just very like
I don't
this is
know. I
just a
think
good. This is good. They could have even if they because if that was the plan, you'd think that even if just on principle they'd be serving me cheap lobster. But this is like it's an
I
excellent
think
meal.
I think it's the reverse of what you're thinking. Instead of like luring you here to jump you, I think it was more of a this is my cover, and to better establish said cover, I am legitimately gifting the hero who saved my business um
I was
the free meal.
If that's the case, that's a horrible plan because I would have never thought about this place again otherwise.
I mean it's a
Well,
lovely
I
atmosphere.
mean, not
It's
everybody would have thought of
delightful, right?
I mean look at that. Like we're looking at like a beautiful sunset on this on the deck, you know?
This real estate, like, I mean, I just kind of whisper, like, whatever criminal enterprise they're running, like, they must be doing well because the rent price for this, like, real estate alone must be in, like, the five figures.
I mean, have you seen? I mean, this is like it's it's incredibly fresh and like my goodness,
Well,
look at that.
Also, I
I
should
think
say the
aside
service
from like
incredible. Like they're actually like genuinely good waiters.
Do they have the butter where the butter is, like, stamped out as little flowers?
Um, no, they're like little lobster shaped molds.
nice
Okay, but
Oh, I love
It is
it.
still.
sweet.
lobster shaped butter to put on the lobster. Nice.
And have you tried?
Um,
I mean, Ian, try my shrimp. This is delicious.
I said, I think these are prawns, actually. They're huge.
I know.
Just the idea that, like, I don't know who the chef is, but I like the idea of, like, whoever the chef is also low key getting recruited to the good side. Because yeah, we're going to get those bastard capes that came in here to bust up the boss. And then he hears us praising the food. It's him sitting in the kitchen, like, I never wanted to be a racketeer. All I ever wanted was to cook bechamel. And here I am. I did it, Ma.
you sound like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Hey, meat
Oh,
man.
oh my god. Well,
So, anyway,
having had a delicious meal.
Yeah. I think now is a good time for Soleil to go to the bathroom. Um, before she goes, as she's standing, she's like, "So if you guys are ordering dessert, get me the tiramisu," and then walks off to the bathroom.
I was about to make a joke about us ordering dessert.
Yeah,
do you want an espresso with that?
sure.
Oh, they have. Ooh, they have chocolate lava cake.
I always thought that was so gimmicky.
But it's fun.
Does Red Rocket have any input as to the quality of the meal?
Well, it's not borscht and pierogi, but I will take it.
I, I was like, the idea of him was like, I have feeling this food was boiled for less than 87 hours, but it's still good.
What you think? The food is amazing. I like the food. It is good food. It is rare we get seafood. Personally, it makes me fart.
Personally, it makes me fart. It's such a. I love that for some reason.
Well, he's had a
So
few.
good.
I'm sure he's had a few vodkas by now.
He's left. He's over at the bar, just talking to the bartender, like, and you work for tip almost exclusively. It's bullshit. Do you know, the bourgeois the proletariat must rise up against their oppressor. Just, do you have more of this, by the way? I do not know who this Tito is, but he is true comrade.
Hang on, I gotta look up more Italian actors.
Actually, you know what? The idea of him ordering a shot of vodka and thinking it's gonna be like Stoli, and they're like, "Oh, is Tito's okay?" And it's like, where in Russia is Tito's made? Texas, and him just being and the idea that like his Soviet facility got turned into an American capitalist processing plant, and now the most popular vodka in the world is made in Texas. I think it's just a wave of wartime regret falling over your face.
I didn't know he was Italian, but he came up when I googled it. The bartender looks weirdly a lot like Bradley Cooper.
I'm not
Oh.
surprised. I feel like there were so many more stereotypical Italian actors you could have said other than Bradley Cooper, but
I'm looking at just a list of Italian actors. None of the ones that I have said have come up, by the way.
not Robert De Niro or Joe Pesci, Mr. Joseph Fish himself.
What about Abe Vigoda? A little before
Damn,
your
most of these
time.
people are dead. Why did they think I want? Why did they think I wanted this?
Are you
using,
looking at
like,
a list of Italian actors, like actors in Italy, or like who have done things in Italy?
Maybe.
Well,
But Bradley Cooper and Leonardo DiCaprio show up.
Well, and I got.
Well,
nothing.
they're alive.
Yeah, most of the other people aren't on this list.
I mean, to be fair, most people are dead. If you list out
true.
a lot of people,
True.
a lot of them are going to be dead.
Uh huh.
It's a known fact.
So
That's true.
I just looked up Soviet era lobster recipes. Okay.
Yeah.
During the Soviet era, lobster was a rare and exclusive delicacy, generally reserved for the elite or on very special occasions. The most prominent example is an Olivier salad, which was originally a 19th century dish that included ingredients like lobster or crayfish. During Soviet times, these were replaced by more accessible options, but for those with real lobster, here the upscale version of the salad was lobster with Russian salad and vodka mayonnaise.
Vodka mayonnaise? That's a joke.
Yes.
That can't.
Nope. For vodka mayonnaise, 1 clove garlic coarsely chopped, 2 egg yolks, 2 teaspoons Dijon mustard, 1 1/4 cup sunflower oil, and 2 teaspoons of vodka to taste.
Thank you, Data.
And just a dash of vodka.
It was literally.
Look.
It was literally. Oh, it wasn't even vegetables. It's 2.2 pounds of potatoes, baby green beans, baby butter beans, and sugar snap peas mixed in with mayonnaise and lobster.
Oh.
There you go.
Lobster potato salad.
It was lobster potato salad with vodka mayo. And that was when that was for the people in the Soviet Union who were doing well.
Are you fucking
That
kidding?
is
This list has Corbin Blue of what's it called?
Corbin Bleu?
High School Musical before any of the people that I would assume. Like, it's got John Bon Jovi on here. What did he act in?
Is it just in alphabetical order?
No. Wait,
By like last
maybe.
name though.
Fun fact for the
Yeah, it's
stream.
got Michael Bublé, Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi. How did I forget Steve Buscemi?
Listing
Fun
all
fact,
B names though.
Stu Buscemi,
But
a man
it's
who already
alphabetical.
looks like a fish.
Ah,
A friend of mine as a kid was.
Yeah, no, this is definitely the last name alphabetical order.
Yeah.
She had a lot of weird crushes on celebrities, and her two big ones were Orlando Bloom and I can't and Court. For some reason I'm blanking on his name, and I just want to call him Corbin Blue. That's the chicken recipe.
Corbin Bleu.
Corbin Blue?
Yes, she bought a life-sized cardboard cutout of Corbin Blue, and then printed out a picture of Orlando Bloom, and then took an X-Acto knife and cut out his lips and eyes and taped them to Corbin Blue's cardboard face because she was like, that's the only, because those were her favorite features of Orlando Bloom, and she's like, there, now he's perfect, and I'm like, that's some action. Like, looking back on it, I thought it was weird when I was 8. Now that I'm 29, that's some actual serial killer behavior.
That is. We're gonna fight Corbin Bloom at some point. Is that like some horrible genetic monstrosity?
Also, apparently John Cena is on this list.
Yeah, you're just looking at a list of people with Italian heritage, which is like a third of America.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it
anyway,
doesn't
you. No, I'm gonna stop looking at that list now.
just say Robert De Niro and Steve Buscemi.
you have me at Steve Buscemi.
It's made in Texas, really.
Anyway, so we're coming over to Soleil. Where you going? What are you doing?
I go to the bathroom. I make sure nobody else is in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I turn invisible, and then I peek out the door to make sure nobody's in the hallway, and walk out of the bathroom invisible.
See, it's good that you're doing that because most people who are turning invisible in the bathroom are perverts. So it's good that you're leaving.
Yeah.
You were given the flash drive with the virus on it by Cam, or not necessarily virus, but like the way to get into the computer, basically.
Also, make sure to look around to see if there's a safe or something.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. A mirroring program, I guess, to like, so we can remote access the desktop.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the proper term for it, but I'm going to say it anyway in case I'm right. It'll be really funny. Would you say that it's a phishing program?
Ah!
Yeah,
I don't
download the
That's exactly
Trojware.
correct.
I don't know enough about computers to know if I'm right.
I think that's
Well, phishing specifically as a scam is it's like the Nigerian prince type thing where it's like you are trying to get somebody to like 'cause there's like bait on the hook and you just need somebody to bite, and by bite it's put in their credit card information.
I see.
It is stunning, literally stunning, the amount of stupid people out there that will. I mean, they keep doing it because people keep falling for it. It's
I mean,
hysterical.
can I say my mom is very like she's an intelligent woman, but at least like once every couple months, she will send me, and she will forward me an email, just being like, "Holy shit, you forgot to pay your student loan," and it's from like an email address that no legitimate business, let alone the federal government, has ever used.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
tell
like
me about it. I used to spot those scams all the time when I was on the
fucking
messaging team.
the word student is misspelled. Like, it's dark.
Yeah,
Dude, this is crazy. There are hot single women in my area?
I know, incredible, isn't it? Just block those all the time.
How do they even know where I am? These hot single
Uh,
women.
yeah, super quick. I used to
know
get
how
one
to
a
avoid
lot
it.
from a roof repair company that wouldn't take me off their fucking list. To like come estimate a new roof. I don't even think they were a scam. I think it was just a really annoying company. Uh, so I was like, I was mostly angry at them because they called my phone number asking for my dead father. So that's how I know they bought my data instead of like my mom signing up for it. Because I'm like, no, you 100% like whatever. So I was like, where are you located? And they said, we're located in like North Delray Beach. And I said, oh, I'm in Southern Hialeah. Can you come and give me an estimate? And they're like, absolutely we can. And I was like, great. That's quite a
You.
hike for anyone listening. And I was like, I made up this whole thing of like, I've got like, my roof is 25 years old. I'm so desperate for like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, absolutely. Like, you desperately need a new roof. And I was like, the only thing is, I work nights, so I get home. I need you to come like really, really early in the morning because I'm asleep during the day. And they said, well, the earliest we can come is 5 a.m. Fucking impeccable. I'll just be getting in from work, having a beer. Oh, the other thing is, my wife is asleep upstairs. So when you come, don't ring the doorbell. Tell your guys to just slam their hand on the door as loud as they can, and I'll hear it from the kitchen. And they were like, perfect, we'll put that in the notes. What's your address? And I looked up a crime map and I looked at the area of Hialeah with the most crime. And then I gave them address right in the middle of it. And I said, so just come to that address at 5 in the morning and start slamming on the door. And then I was at work, and around 6 a.m., I get a phone call from that company going, hey, are you sure you live at that address? Because we did what you said. And the guy who answered the door said he didn't know you and he was really confused why we were there. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forced you to send an installer to drive an hour and a half into the ghetto to bother some random man at 5 in the morning to waste your fucking time and gas. Because every time I ask you to take me off the don't call list, you refuse. So now every time you call me, I'm gonna waste as much of your time as possible. And they were like, okay, bro, we'll take you off the fucking list. And they hung up, and then they blocked me.
Good.
The dream. Self mission.
So anyway,
Yeah, so you are completely invisible. You are sneaking through. I am gonna have you make at least one roll, either like in athletics or like a larceny, to be able to get into the back of house without absolutely just fucking knocking over a waiter with like a tray full of wine
Okay.
or like drinks or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay. Uh, ooh, here's hoping I can get away with this. Um,
Give me. It's not going to be that hard. Give me like a 1 in whatever you roll,
cool.
either
Uh,
larceny or athletics.
those are the same for me. So I'm just gonna go with athletics. Which gives me a +0.
Yeah, you got
That's
it.
a 2. That's all you needed.
Wonderful.
There's a waiter kind of like swings out the door, and you, because it's one of them flappy doors, you manage to sneak in mid flap so that you don't have to like touch the door.
Perfect.
Um, you do see, however, in the back there's a guy, who looks like what did I say? What's his name from Spy Kids
Orlando
2?
Bloom.
Danny Trejo.
No, the fucking Steve Buscemi. There's a guy in
Oh,
the back that looks like Steve Buscemi who's like chopping up an onion on one table, but he's got octopus arms coming out of his back, like doing other food prep on a different table behind him.
Do the tentacles have gloves on them?
Yeah, dude.
I see no crime being committed here.
Yeah, this all seems above board.
He takes his craft very seriously.
Look, it's bad enough we got the feds on our ass. We don't need fucking the health inspector as well.
Yeah, he like accidentally gets the tip of his tentacle off and just flings it into the calamari as it regrows.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
Burn it to the ground and salt the earth.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go.
Holy moly.
Perfect.
Okay.
You say that's disgusting, like that's not what it is.
Not when it's a guy.
Oh, and there's
That's
human
what that
DNA
is.
mixed in there.
That's fair.
That's what I mean. If like it's a guy.
It's kind of
I
like the
suppose
pizza
he's used
place
that
where I
term
worked,
before.
where my brother, I'm only saying that for the stream, Ben, got one of his friends a job at the pizza. It's actually Spindle's cousin as well. So got him a job at the pizza place that we all worked at. He lasted one day because he cut his finger and it went into the food, and our boss is just like, "No, it's fine." That restaurant is closed.
Oh.
Ew.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
God.
You say it went into the blood or the piece of finger?
It was just blood.
Either
better.
way.
Better.
It wasn't his
What?
whole finger.
Bad.
It's bad either way. It's bad either way.
Yeah.
But I'd be lying if I said that I wouldn't rather drink a little bit of blood than eat a little bit of finger.
Yeah, this is the same
Oh,
place
boy.
that I got electrocuted 3 times at because he refused to get his faulty wiring fixed.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, the fittest I have ever been, by the way. I was like eating nothing but rice and chicken and biking to work and school every day. I get electrocuted at the top of this ladder trying to change a light bulb, land on my feet, caught the light bulb because it was one of those long fluorescent ones. But I went like, ah, shit! And then some customers leaned in to see that I was okay. And my fucking boss leans in and he's like, yeah, he's 300 pounds. He's fine. He can take the electricity.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Which sucks because now I am over 300 pounds. And you know what? It would still probably hurt.
Can I say, as an electrician, literally nothing to do with your ability to conduct current.
Yeah, that guy
Oh,
sucked.
Indeed.
I don't know if there's any big boys in the chat who just passed 4 bills and were thinking about going to work not insulated high voltage. Like, I can take it. No, you can't.
Yeah, Robert, if you're watching this, you suck and you're the worst boss I've ever had.
Was he the guy who was like Iranian, but he told everybody he was Italian because he thought
Yes. So my stepdad, who does like computer work, his shitty son Armando was doing like Florida Virtual School or something, and got so mad he punched a hole in his laptop. You could see the other side of the desk through the laptop. And Robert hands me this laptop. Do you think Steve could fix this? Jesus couldn't fix this.
There was so much vitriol in Jesus, in the word Jesus.
It was one of the dumbest questions I've ever been. It's like there's almost nothing equivalent. It's like if I went to the doctor and I'm like, I'm carrying my friend in and his head's missing, and I'm like, do you guys think you could do something about this?
Yeah,
I'll get a shovel. That's what I can do about this.
Can I derail the game for a second with a little customer support story?
Yes.
We've
Okay.
been derailed, but yes.
I used to work for IBM as a system administrator, and one day my second line manager, big wig at IBM, she called me into a conference room one day, and this is when layoffs were really happening quite a lot. And I thought, oh shit, I'm about to get fired. So she brings me into this conference room. She says, Pius, what I'm about to tell you never leaves this room. I said, oh, okay, okay. So I'm not getting fired. Good. I like that. She pulls what was a laptop out of her bag, puts it on the table as it rains parts onto the table, and says, can you fix this? And I said, I'll do my best. I managed to get the data miraculously. The hard drive still worked, and I managed to recover the data. So that was really all she cared about. But at the time, we were on a spending moratorium. We couldn't spend any money, so I couldn't replace it with an actual another laptop. So what I did was I kept calling the parts depot and asking for parts for this laptop. And by the time I was done, the only original part on the laptop was the serial number.
You ship a Theseus to laptop.
Yes. Ah, those were the days.
And the polar opposite of that, I once told my friend that I thought my computer was broken and it was running so slow that like I need to save up and buy a new computer because this one's kind of fucked. And they were like, "What's wrong with it?" And it's running so slow, like I can't get it to do anything. And they're like, "Well, let me take a look at it." And I was like, "Okay, bro, but it's fucked. Like it's not gonna work. I need to clear my cache."
It's
So
always just something real basic.
that was like 9 years ago. That computer's what I'm playing on right now.
Right on. Good for you. I
Right on.
plucked my computer literally out of the garbage.
Mm-hmm. Listen, it can play every video game that I want to play with it. Insomniac Spider-Man looks like it runs on a PS2, but my god, does it run! I've been playing new gen games on a fucking Nintendo 64. But as God is my witness, you son of a bitch, you will render.
So
All
stealth
right.
mission.
That's,
So
my
Soleil's
computer's
in
looking up. I'm
We're
tired,
getting
balls.
5 feet. We're getting 5 feet every 20 minutes. We need to
Sorry.
Honestly, that's kind of working out for me because I can save the juicier bits for when I actually need them. Because all that's going to happen in this session now is that you guys are going to get this data.
I mean, it works. It's just like I want to finish getting the
No,
data
I'm
at least.
sorry. I'm sorry. Go on.
Uh,
It's too late.
So Soleil,
Before
it is
somebody
very
gets
easy to
tired.
find where the back office is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you, as your player, has ever worked in a kitchen, um, or like food service, but there is a very clear like this room is air conditioned. The rest of it isn't.
Ooh.
Their kitchen is air conditioned. Amazing. Because I have worked at a food service thing before. All of the air conditioning sucked, even though it was supposedly working.
Yeah, that's as somebody currently working in food service, they keep telling me it's on.
I think they're confusing the term working with functioning. Like, is it circulating air? No. Is the fan moving? I mean, fuck, man, I guess.
But yeah, so you find the office, you find his computer. Right. You do see, or give me a notice check.
Okay.
Give me a 1. Because it's just looking around at the shit on his desk and seeing what is and isn't important.
Oh no!
There's a 1 in it.
Yeah, there is in fact a 1 in it, but there's a little line in front of the 1. You don't really want that line being there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an aspect to call upon?
That would help me notice things. Hmm. I don't know if like being a genius would help me notice just things around me. So I'm not sure.
Honestly, you're a social media mogul. Maybe you're just observant because you're looking for those angles.
I mean, It depends on what you're trying to notice, I guess.
I was just gonna like point out the stuff on his desk.
Ah,
Okay. Well, I guess I'm not noticing that. I'm just looking for the thing so I can the thing. I'm just looking for the USB port so I can plug this in and get the job done then.
All right. You do. I will say the one thing on his desk that you do notice that I just won't go into more detail about it. There's like a picture of him in some like farm-esque area with like a bunch of other people.
Hmm. In case that's important, I'll just, you know what? Just take a picture of the entire desk. And then the other people in my group can look at it and see if they notice things.
That works.
smart.
I want to point out how impeccable that is because in a million years, Luke, would not have thought of that.
Just like
It's
there
amazing
might be some
how
things
people-
here that I don't actually have the like knowledge to know is important, so I'm just gonna get a picture of it to see if anybody else can see some important shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how often we forget we just have cell phones.
Yep.
Yeah. Um but yeah, so you plug in the USB and you see it immediately goes into like the instead of Windows it's like Atlas program comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Um it rips
Atlas
his
OS.
password. What was that?
Atlas OS.
Yeah. Um, it rips his password, which is just Pesci's. We can't forget that he's
So
also kind of an old
secure.
man. Um, and it starts going through files, and you're like watching this thing like ripping all of his stuff. As you see, it's like down, like mirroring all of his files um, onto this like USB card. Or you know what? For ease of like communication, of like getting this done sooner, I will say that Cam is also in your guys' earpiece, like remote desktoping in,
Okay.
so that I can explain to you what is and isn't important. And probably the big folder that says vacation plans is gonna is gonna be the one that's important. And it's got like a basically his like flight tickets so that he doesn't forget to print them.
Mm-hmm.
For Sicily.
Hmm.
He is going to the old country.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why do you say kind? Is
he's
he
just actually out of town.
Yeah.
I,
He's in
I,
Sicily.
when he said, yeah, kind of, I was like, oh, he's not actually in Italy. Is it that he's from Naples? And I said, and we said Sicily.
Well, he's in somebody's old country.
Ah, I don't get it.
Mm,
Anyway,
We
Wait,
have
hold
just
on.
gone over that he is
that was a joke.
definitely a
No,
fish in a human suit.
I know it was a joke. It was like it was comedic. It was comedic.
I see.
Ah,
we get.
Sicily is an island.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize Sicily was an island.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the island off of the boot.
it's also Sicily is mostly known for its really good seafood. Also,
Yeah,
it was
I did not know that.
yeah. Also, it was colonized. That's the reason why Sicilian people get really fucking uppity about like not uppity, indignant is the word I'm looking for. If you say you're Italian and they go, no, I'm not fucking Italian, I'm Sicilian. It's like
Yeah,
if you
so-
call an Irish person British.
Yeah,
Like you're right,
but he's
fuck you anyway.
off the coast of Sicily.
We try not to use the word uppity in polite company.
Yes, that was why I very hastily corrected myself.
Good boy.
Yeah, this add another one to the list of tag team being secretly racist.
Look, I don't think the term. I mean, uppity as a term isn't inherently racist. It's used a lot in a racist way, but it just means like kind of arrogant, I guess, or like kind of self-important. It was just the wrong
Nah,
term.
we get you. We're just making fun of you.
It was just the wrong term for the thing that I'm describing.
Yeah, tag team only says the word
Yeah.
uppity when it comes into the songs that he likes.
No.
Oh,
Oh
Uh,
my god.
shall we move it along?
yeah.
But yeah, so you have discovered the whereabouts of the kingpin of the fish mafia.
Mission accomplished.
Hot damn.
Does he have like a safe or anything?
God dang.
He does.
I guess since I was specifically told to look for a safe, I'll look for a safe.
Yeah, he's got one in there.
Okay. But on the off chance, I go over and I just see if it's unlocked.
It is definitely not unlocked.
Cool. And I look at the safe.
Is
And
it like an electric safe
second.
or?
I consider for a second that like I've never broken into a safe before, but I was told to look for this.
Do you have larceny? Or you said you didn't have anything for larceny, right?
Nope.
I don't think
Ooh.
larceny is a skill.
What?
Burglary.
Burglary, that's what it is.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that either. So anyway, I consider this, and I just like I'm just gonna text tag team real quick of like, hey, so I found the safe. What am I supposed to do with this?
Attempt to get into it to see if they have anything incriminating that we might be able to. I mean, specifically, I asked Cam as well. Like, did Cam mention anything about the Mountain Men or the meeting with the Mountain Men or like the reason we're here?
Uh,
I imagine we'll get into that once the stealth part is.
No, I
resolved.
know.
I will say it's not on this computer. If you were to find it,
Okay, so there's probably
yeah, like he's probably not doing crime on his office PC.
it's a
Yeah, if you were cooking the books, would you do that where like I don't know, what's it called? Like the security company that picks up the money and takes it to the bank? Would you be doing
Right.
that in front of them?
I mean, if I was running a superhero RPG where I was potentially trying to plan for ease of access to data, maybe.
Well, yeah. The
Yeah, there might be
there's ease of access to the data.
Yeah.
cool. There might be
He's in
another part
Sicily.
Yeah.
where
To be fair, we do have a teleporter on our team. Getting to Sicily is not the hardest thing in the world.
but yeah, so what do you call it? Yeah, I just say like was it a safe that's like hidden behind a painting, or is it like a safe where he probably just like actually keeps the ones from the bar?
The second one.
Okay, then if it wasn't
You
like
did get a very low investigation score, so you wouldn't be able to find like all the hidden shit in the room.
yes, this probably isn't anything super important.
Yeah.
Is it one of those like? Is it one of those like twisty safes or an electric safe?
It's like an electronic safe.
Okay, then it's nothing illegal. The good shit's always in the twisty safe.
Yeah. Like you're not going to find any like cuz again, this is the safe that like the company who comes to grab your change order in the armored van and take it to the bank is going to come in during the middle of your shift. If you had like a big piece of paper that said this is the crime money from crime, they'd report that.
This is the crime money.
From crime.
I mean, the funny part is there's a form on your taxes where you can report to the IRS how much of your income was from illegally obtained earnings. So it actually is plausible that when you're balancing your checkbooks, you could include a memo of like, and this is the money from my crimes.
I love that.
Well, it's because Al Capone went down for tax evasion. So the IRS basically included a thing of like, hey, pay your fucking taxes. Because it was like, if you don't pay them because you're afraid we'll arrest you, we're paradoxically gonna arrest you, but we also want our fucking money. So like, it's not specifically saying that it was illegally obtained, but there's like a form you can fill out that basically goes, don't fucking worry about where I got the money. I have it, okay? Leave it at that.
Cannabis is legal in over half the states in the union, and there is a federal tax code called 280E, and 280E says that you can't deduct anything that's used in the commission of a federal crime. So, while cannabis shops out here have to pay federal taxes, they can't deduct anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they have to do all their business in cash because they're denied access to the banking system.
Oof.
Ooh, that also sounds like a pretty good front. Having
Oh,
to do everything
yeah.
in cash.
Absolutely. It's a delightful front.
Damn, now I'm gonna have to have like the plant gang
The
who have a
plant.
weed shop.
Okay, let me just throw this out there since we've had every other mafia thus far. If the Yakuza are birds and the Italians are fish and the bikers are dinosaurs, unless there's another mob I'm forgetting about, can the Irish be the plants?
Because they're potatoes.
I was gonna go with a shamrock, you fucking racist, but also
Oh my god.
Oh! Ouch.
No, that's ridiculous. The Irish mafia is leprechauns.
Obviously.
They're always after me fucking Lucky Charms.
they're always. Please tell me they run like a shitty like their front is a shitty Irish bar called the Pot of Gold. The bouncer
It
out
is
front
now.
the bouncer out front pulls out a set of brass knuckles, but they're painted with a rainbow.
I was gonna say it's actually a gay bar called the End of the Rainbow.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love them.
Oh.
I can't wait to figure out what zany shenanigans the fucking Mexican cartel have wound up as.
They're frogs. We've established this.
Have we?
No, that is one luchador frog, El Sapo Grande.
Oh, just him?
Yeah, it's just him.
Just him, alright. The rest of the cartel is totally normal.
Yeah, no. Every other criminal organization, are some sort of weird gimmick, and the cartel is just the cartel.
Yeah, it's like, no, we're just moving drugs. Why are you guys being weird about it?
Well, you see, we have this chicken restaurant. A little show that I have not seen, nor do I plan on seeing.
It's really good.
It's very good. Also, not Mexican.
Well, I've never seen the show.
What do you call it? I did propose because one of the things the reason he runs a chicken restaurant is because the big like 5-gallon buckets of like frying batter is what he puts the drugs in. Like he puts them in plastic bags and ships them in the batter. And I always said if you wanted to make an actual serious version of Condiment King, then you just do that where it's like he runs a fast food restaurant as a front and he moves millions of pounds of drugs across the country shipped in giant industrial vats of sauce, and that's why they call him Condiment King. And then the other pitch I saw, he's a low-level enforcer who once killed a guy by basically drowning him in like a bowl of mayonnaise. And when he got to prison, all the other inmates thought it was fucking funny that you went to jail for killing a guy with mayonnaise, and so they call him Condiment King as a writ. But either
Yeah,
way,
so you've gotten basically all the information you can get from this. Just where the guy who you're searching for is.
okay.
I'll do you even one better. Because he has a receipt for like the gift that he purchased. It was like a set of cookware for his niece's wedding.
Oh,
Are we going to interrupt him on the day of his daughter's wedding? Oh no.
No, we're
You,
going
you,
on
you're
the
coming to interrupt me on the day of my sister's daughter's wedding?
Like, how long is he there? Maybe we could interrupt him the day after.
You know the set piece is gonna have to be the wedding.
Well, no, because everyone knows if you interrupt somebody on the day of his daughter's wedding, he has to answer any request. I think. I've not seen the film.
Neither have I.
Neither have I.
Cool.
I
None
think
of us.
before next session, I will watch The Godfather just so that I could reference it a bunch.
Fair enough.
I'm probably not going to do that.
I will probably not do that either.
That's okay.
But I will appreciate the effort.
Well, no, because that way I could be like every cool guy and be like, this is a reference to The Godfather. Actually, Martin Scorsese, I don't even think that's the guy who directed it. It's Francis Ford Coppola, right? Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola is actually like a genius ahead of his time director. You see, when this happened...
I mean, the funny part is, you can still do that because, again, almost none of us have seen the movie. So you could just be like, oh, yeah, well, that's when that happens. We're like, oh, fucking no.
Yeah, you don't actually have to watch it. You can just say you did, and none of us will be able to call you out on it.
It's like the opposite of my Star Wars game, where I'll say a thing, and then most of the players will be like, "Oh my god, that's like season 4, episode 3 of Clone Wars," and I'm like, "Sure, man." Oh man, that's that character getting introduced in Rebels. I'm like, okay, yeah, I've totally watched Rebels.
Yeah, but
100%.
Clone Wars and Rebels are good. The Godfather's old, which means it's not good.
I agree that Clone Wars is very good.
See, the joke is that Star Wars is also old.
Yeah, Star Wars is old.
Yeah,
there.
but you pick the two properties that are like less than 10 years old.
Clone Wars isn't less than 10 years old. Well, no, because it was 2008. Yeah.
I mean,
fuck, The Sopranos is old now.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure the runtime of The Sopranos lasted longer than the Confederacy.
That's true for a lot of shows.
I know, it's just one of my favorite memes is people being like, blank lasted longer than the Confederacy.
Vincent Ferb, longer than the Confederacy. And had so much more of a cultural impact.
Yeah. We should build a statue of Dr. Doofenshmirtz instead of Robert E. Lee.
Honestly, I would salute that statue.
Me too.
Listen, Hines wanted to take over the tri-state area, but he didn't want us to secede it from the rest of the Union.
You're right.
Hey, Daniel.
He also built everything himself with his own 2 hands. He didn't need any other unpaid labor.
Right. Hey, Daniel, are we at a stopping point, or what's the deal?
I just want to find out whether or not included in the information we got was anything to do with the boys, the mountain boys, the rock boys.
No, that you'll have to get out of him personally.
I see.
So we should plan our wedding outfits for next session?
Oh, hell yeah, we do, boy!
Oh, Red Rocket will wear his dress uniform. Oh, I'm totally sorry.
Yeah, y'all are gonna have to crash a Sicilian wedding.
If we're going to a mob wedding, which everyone knows is the swankiest of all weddings. You know what? If we're planning on that being the case, I think Ian's gonna like Epiphany.
Hmm?
While I do own multiple suits, it's occurred to me that What I say?
You own multiple suits.
I own many books, and my desk smells of rich mahogany. Um, but yeah, so basically, it's occurred to me based on your comments, I'm likely going to stick out like a sore thumb.
Hmm.
Would you be willing to give me advice on what basically on what a suit is supposed to look like for this sort of occasion? Because I show her a picture of the suit that I was planning on wearing, and it's very much, again, another nice but tragically outdated suit from like the early 80s.
You got like ruffles in the neck.
No, it's just like uh you know what I mean? Like it's the same sort of deal of like, did you thrift this? I was like, no, I bought it new. It's where do you know that's selling this?
Like bespoke? Like,
I mean, it wasn't made for me. I had it tailored, but I bought it new off the rack.
okay.
It's just like a
Whatever stores you've been going to, you need some new ones.
I'm told, if you'd be willing to give me some advice on the matter, I think you're the only person I know who knows anything about this, and we're going to stick out like a sore thumb already at this wedding.
Yes. So, I think this calls for a shopping trip. Yes, I will help you with this.
Mhm. I was also like the idea of like, what store were you going to? Brooks Brothers, and it's sort of just like, okay, that's an like just the confused of like, that's an actually good store. What location were you visiting?
Mm.
Who did you piss off at Brooks Brothers that they would give you this terrible, terrible suit?
It's not that bad. I think it's a little big. It's got shoulder pads in it. The lapels are so wide. The tie is like the size of like the width of my hand.
Just, oh, it's tragic, really.
Also, if we plan on bringing different members of the team, uh 1,000% Doctor, like if we plan on teleporting there with Dr. Midnight, assuming he can be released from bonds, wherever he is, he's gonna need your help more than me.
Yeah, we're
Um,
gonna have to figure out how to squeeze Dr. Midnight and Spindle into a suit.
We need to have a fashion
I think
montage.
we can get them each a different suit.
No, they have to wear the same one.
We just have to get a 75-inch inseam so they can ride on top of each other's shoulders.
Just wait. Just borrow one. Just borrow one of my suits. It'll work. It's about the size of two people. It'll work.
Oh, also, when we left the restaurant, I did request if we could get an entree to go for Cam.
Sure.
Okay, I
The
brought Cam like
dessert, impeccable.
you know what? Because I know that he's been surviving off of like mostly like mac and cheese and Doritos, and I think that having lobster thermidor would actually like shock his system to the point where it would kill him. I requested the lobster mac and cheese because it's still like junk food adjacent enough that I think it won't kill him.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Or or I got like with the roasted asparagus, and I sent him a text of like, please, for the love of all that is holy, eat a single vegetable.
You simply must eat something green that isn't Mountain Dew.
It's
He
Ew,
was
it's
gross.
about to grab his can of Mountain Dew before you said that.
it's you know what? It's some lobster. It's got like a lemon sauce on top because I need you to eat some sort of vitamin C so you don't get scurvy. I cannot, in good conscience, let you become the first person to get scurvy while underground on dry land.
On that happy note, I'm gonna have to drop you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Good night.
good night. I will see all of you on the flip side.
Okay.
Do widzenia.